Most people believe success arrives with noise, a big moment, a sudden breakthrough, a dramatic change that turns life around overnight. But what if I told you real success doesn't knock loudly? What if it enters your life quietly, through the smallest habits you repeat every single day? Stay with this story till the end, because what you hear today may not change your life instantly, but it can change the direction of your life forever. In a normal town, in a normal house, lived a young man named Daniel. Daniel was not poor, he was not rich either, he was not a failure, but he wasn't successful, and that bothered him more than anything. Daniel had dreams, big ones. He imagined a better life, respect, freedom, and confidence. He wanted to prove to the world and to himself that he was capable of more. But every morning started the same way. The alarm rang, Daniel hit snooze. 5 minutes turned into 15, 15 turned into 30. He promised himself he would start fresh tomorrow. He always did. Tomorrow became his favorite word. Daniel believed one dangerous lie. When the right time comes, I'll change everything. He waited for motivation, waited for confidence, waited for a perfect opportunity. Meanwhile, his days slipped away silently. He watched videos about success, read quotes, saved motivational posts, but when it came to action, even small action, he delayed. He thought success required massive effort, and massive effort scared him. So he chose comfort instead. Comfort felt safe, but comfort was slowly stealing his future. One evening, Daniel sat alone scrolling through social media. Old classmates were moving forward. Some had businesses, some had careers, some had clarity. Daniel felt stuck, not because he didn't try, but because he never tried consistently. That night, for the first time, Daniel admitted the truth to himself. I'm not tired of failing. I'm tired of starting and stopping. That realization hurt more than failure ever could. The next day, Daniel visited a small public park to clear his head. There, he noticed an elderly man feeding birds. The man looked peaceful, calm, unbothered. Daniel sat nearby. After a few minutes, the man spoke. You look like someone fighting a silent war. Daniel smiled weakly. Life, he replied. The old man nodded and said something simple but powerful. Life doesn't break people, their daily habits do. Daniel was curious. The man continued, Tell me, son, what do you do every day? Daniel thought carefully. Scrolling, delaying, planning without execution. The man smiled. That explains everything. The old man told Daniel a story. There was once a man who wanted to cross a river. He dreamed of building a strong bridge, but instead of laying one brick a day, he waited for the perfect day to build the entire bridge. That day never came. Another man with no grand dreams placed just one brick every day. Years later, only one bridge existed. The man paused and said, Dreams don't build bridges, daily habits do. That day, Daniel stopped chasing motivation. Instead, he chose systems. He didn't promise big changes, he promised small consistency. His new rules were simple. Wake up 30 minutes earlier, read 5 pages daily, work on one skill for 20 minutes, exercise 10 minutes, reduce phone usage intentionally. It felt too easy, but for the first time, it felt possible. The first week, nothing changed. The second week, still nothing. Daniel felt foolish. No applause, no instant results, but he remembered the old man's words. Growth happens underground first. So he continued, even on days he felt tired, even when motivation disappeared, especially then. After 3 months, Daniel noticed subtle changes. He could focus longer. He procrastinated less. He felt more confident without knowing why. Others didn't notice yet, but Daniel did. 6 months later, his discipline improved. His habits felt automatic. What once required effort now required intention. A year passed. Daniel wasn't famous, he wasn't rich, but he was transformed. He had clarity, self-respect, direction. His small habits had compounded quietly, just like interest in a bank account, slow at first, unstoppable later. Years later, Daniel stood on a stage sharing his journey. Someone asked, what was the moment everything changed? Daniel smiled. There was no moment, he said. There was a habit. Big results came from small actions repeated daily. Now I ask you, what is one small habit you will start today? Write it in the comments. Commit to it, because the future you dream of is being built one small habit at a time.